Okay, hi everyone. This is Mr. Bing at Liberty High School. I'm going to try to begin a new project with no preparation or rehearsal or understanding whatsoever in what I'm doing. We've been talking about the puzzle cube, the 3D Tetris puzzle cube. If you have any idea what I'm talking about, that's amazing. If you don't, I probably don't have time to explain it. Just consider this, that I'm going to make, I guess I'll explain it. Okay, it looks like a Rubik's Cube. It's actually a puzzle cube though. It's made out of 3D Tetris pieces. If you can imagine what that would look like, there's 5 of them. And so that's it. That's what I'm going to try to make. I'm going to try to make a part right now. Probably my favorite part. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to try to make a part. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to make myself small. There's a little Bing, little Bing Jr. I wanted to name my dog Bing Jr. and my daughters wouldn't let me, so we named him Buddy instead. So I'm going to, I'm on Onshape because I sort of gave up, well, not gave up, but Autodesk Fusion 360 and Autodesk Inventor require a high power computer, which we have in school. But if we end up full-time at home, then not everybody's going to have that. If you want to download it for free, and if you have a computer that can handle it, absolutely do that. Autodesk Fusion 360 is free for students, but Onshape is free too for the whole world. And it works on a Chromebook or any device, browser-based, etc. I'm using a browser right now. This has not been downloaded onto my computer, and so I'm going to create something. I'm going to create a document, and I'm going to call it 3D Tetris puzzle cube part 1, because there's going to be 5 of them. And when I say part 1, I don't mean like video part 1 of a series of videos. I mean literally, it's going to be part 1 of 5 parts of the puzzle cube. And then I'm going to put my initials WBM. Okay. So my class is sitting here right now. They're doing it. They're super focused. So I'm doing it too, and they might be listening or not. And so who cares? So I'm going to make a puzzle piece. I don't know what I'm going to make. I probably should have planned, for what's going on here. I sketch. Okay, I'm going to sketch right here. Why is nothing happening? Sketch, check mark, maybe. Let's do this. Sketch, edit, sketch. I don't know. I already don't know what I'm doing. Let me look at a front view. Why don't I have like 2-dimensional tools here? What am I? Nothing. Okay, sketch, maybe. Sketch, edit, sketch. Okay. Okay, I've got that. And I'm going to go there. I like the origin. And I like the first quadrant, if you know what that means on an XY coordinate plane. So I'm going to type something now, I think. No, nothing happened. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to type 0.75. And the reason I'm doing that is I know the size of the raw wooden cubes. They're actually made out of maple. The little cubes that make up the puzzle cube parts, the little cubes are 3/4 of an inch on each side. I should be looking at the camera. The little wooden cubes, the raw cubes, are 3/4 of an inch on each side. And so the puzzle cube itself is made of 27 of those, which makes it 2¼ by 2¼ by 2¼ That's how cubes work. And it's about the size of a Rubik's Cube, and it kind of looks like a Rubik's Cube. But anyway, my puzzle parts are pretty much always going to start with one of these. There we go. One of these 0.75 3/4 by 3/4. I prefer decimals. Okay, there. Look, there is a box, and I'm going to push a check mark, and I'm going to celebrate because I did something correctly for one time in my life. Now I'm going to extrude. I guess I'm going to extrude that, and I don't know what's happening. Oh, look, I extruded, and I extruded that square into a 3rd dimension, making it a cube. However, it's not really a cube because I made it 0.7 by 0.75 by 0.75, if you remember. And so the depth being 1 whole inch is no good. It has to also be 0.75 to be true. Look, it's a true cube. Cube right there. Have you seen Star Trek The Next Generation, which is like 30 years old like me? Star Trek The Next Generation, Jean-Luc Picard, anything? Nothing? You've heard of Star Trek. There was a villain. There was a villain called Q. He was from the Q continuum. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know how that relates to cube. Oh, it was the Borg. It was the Borg that had the Q. Forget about Q. It was the cube, the Borg. Resistance is futile. All right, so check mark there. Look, I just made a little raw cube 3/4 of an inch. But that's not a puzzle piece part. That's not a puzzle part because I need to have 4 or 5 or 6 of those. 4 or 5 or 6 of those and arranged in the 3D Tetris. So I guess what I could do, it maybe is another extrusion. Can I do that? Another? What if I click that? Nothing happened. What if I click that? Oh, look, I got another extrusion. And I can now do 0.75. And so 0.75 looks like 2 cubes. It looks like 2 cubes stuck together, which is kind of what's going to happen. Let me push enter. And yeah, that's really nice. What if I did 3? What if I did 3 cubes? Oh my gosh, look at this. I wish it would sort of default and remember that I'm using 0.75. Autodesk Inventor, I think, would have done that. This is Onshape and it's for free, so why am I complaining? Ooh, there's a check mark. Look, I made a series of cubes into a long partial 3D Tetris piece. It's partial because you can't have just 3 and you can't have it in only 1 dimension. You can't even have it in 2 dimensions. It has to be in 3 dimensions. I'm going to make a new sketch. I made 3 extrusions. Can I edit the sketch there? Edit sketch 1. Is that? No, don't do that. I'm going to create a new sketch. How do I do that? Edit. No, I don't want to edit. It's time to wrap it up. Let me do this really fast. New sketch. Okay, I want a new sketch on the top right there. Yeah, you got to wrap it up. It's time to go. And then I'm going to do this, and I want to go to the origin. I don't know why. And I'm going to put 0.75. Enter 0.75. See, I'm getting better at this. I hope you see that I am getting better at this. And then I'm check mark that, extrude this, do that. Nothing. There we go. 0.75. And then but that's still not three-dimensional. That's still not a 3-dimensional puzzle piece. That is a 2-dimensional. That does look like literally a Tetris, right? There is a Tetris piece in the 2D Tetris game that looks like that, but it does not qualify for us. So I'm going to push escape or check mark or something. And so I'm going to make one more. I'm going to create a sketch. How do I? New sketch. And this time I'm going to make another a block or a rectangle, except I'm going to do this one because this is going to be super fancy. 0.75 times 0.75. Enter 0.75. Enter. And then I'm going to check mark that. And I'm going to put the view like that. And then guess what? I'm going to extrude that thing. And I'm going to extrude it 0.75 inches. Onshape is for free, browser-based. And then now I have created, for the first time ever, I have tried to do a task. And it worked. I hope you see that I just made, like in a minute, it was really like 5 or 6 minutes. I just made in a minute a puzzle cube. Can I check mark here? Look, are you impressed? I did it. Okay, I'm going to exit this now. Yes, Yanni, my friend. Yes, you may do that. Time is running out. How do I save this? Time is running out. So how do I? Is it like cloud saved? You know how a Google Doc, you don't save it, it just automatically saves. I don't know if I'm just going to close it and hope for the best. Okay, everyone. Let me make myself bigger again so I can say goodbye appropriately. I'm really excited. I hope you are too. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say bye. Bye. You can probably, oh yeah, I want you to be able to see my face so I can wave. I'm going to say bye for now. Look at the camera.